All right, all right, all right, all right. Okay. Shalom, shalom, and shalom, Sister Deborah. Coming this early morning, 5 a.m. in the morning. And yes, I'm up. I grabbed me a cup of coffee. And so something really was resting in my spirit this morning. I only got a half of a Danish. Too much sugar. This morning, I want to talk about this early morning. I would like to talk about something. Now, to me, it's very important, but what I know now, it might not be important to many. And what I know now is they really don't know. They really do not know. They really do not know what is actually taking place before them, around them, in them, to them. They really don't know. Then, as I commune with the Most High, mm, 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 mm. All this time he's telling me it's over, it's finished. And I think about people, millions, really billions that have come and go, come and gone. And there's many that's still here, simply didn't know and still don't know. They really don't know. They have no idea. They have no idea. And by it being finished and it's over, the Most High Yah is not going to give them another what? Another light. Another way out. I've been in this a mighty long time, people. And I mean, I've been in it to the point where I never never fitted in. I was never given it like 99.9 feel that they have it or they got it, they know it, they believe it, they live it. I never fit into that category. Now I look back over my life and I think about how long he's been in me, with me, walking beside me, teaching me, leading me, guiding me. And I look back at, and I hurt from not being the best that I think that I could be, the best that I feel that I should be. So I even look at myself and realize that all that he has invested in me, the reason why it's hard to find one that carries that same trait, because they really don't know. They really don't know. And like I say, he's not sending another light before you. All of his lights that he's sung before you, you've rejected. You murdered. You tormented. You killed. He's not sending another one. Not in a day as this. This is what you call that day. This is what you call that day even Abraham spoke of. Jacob, David, every servant of the Most High Yah have left words to inform us of this day. And yet, I can truly say, being a servant of the Most High Yah, living now in that day in which all his servants have left word for us regarding this day. Here we are, another servant of the Most High Yah, speaking while living in the day in which they have spoke of, they have prophesied of, they have warned us of. Now here, a servant again, coming before you to say they really don't know. In spite of all the warnings, all the words from those that the Most High has sent down to leave a token in our spirits that we too may be able to embrace or see and hear and understand. They call it that day. In that day, the last day, I remember hearing Jacob telling his 12 sons, come, so I can tell you what befall you in that day. Even Jacob had the thought to leave a word, which is 12 sons, which is the 12 tribes of Israel. And yet, here go a servant of Yah, the Most High Yah, speak it today. And say, they truly don't know. I'm going to hurt your feelings because I'm going to let you know that too is the Most High Yah's will. It is the will of the Creator that people take such a day as this that has been prophesied like no other day that ever exists on the face of the earth. A day of chaos, a day of darkness, a day of wickedness, a day of lawlessness, a day of judgment, a day of wrath of the Most High Yah, a day of hate at its highest, a day of pestilence, a day of plagues, a day of earthquakes, and a day of nations against nations and kingdom against kingdoms, a day of all kind of wickedness that was spoken thousands of years ago to look forward to that day. And here we are. And they really don't know what is taking place, what is before them, and how he that created all things from the beginning to the very end is beholding that which he is willed to take place in that day. That day represents this day we're in. We have stepped into that day. And they really don't know that it's not going to get better. And I guess I say that to a people, to the 99.9 who really don't know. This is it. This is it. And everybody looking for a day that's going to prove any and everybody wrong. Oh yeah, they say they believe. They say that they understand, but they really don't know. I sit back being a prophetess in the wilderness, in the midst of a tribe in which I was sent in the midst of, and not just a tribe. I was given the ability to see what is actually taking place, meaning given the light to see in the midst of darkness. And let me tell you, it appeared as not just darkness in the midst, but it feels and it appears as if it's darkness all around. Mm-hmm. You search for that which you think that you would find, and it would find you. Mm-mm. This is it. And they really don't know. What is it they really don't know? They really don't know how important it is to seek some sort of light in such a time as this that's so dark. They really don't know. This is the time to pray to an unseen creator that has all power in his hand. They really don't know. This is the time to have a relationship with the unseen. Mm, 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 mm. They really don't know. I sit back and I think about this country and what this country itself is doing. And the people, they really don't know. They in this politics. They working for the left, they working for the right. Republicans, Democrats, they really supporting one or the other. They in all kind of darkness. And they really don't know. Light will and shall not spring up to support whatever choice they have made. Light is not coming to support you in any shape or any fashion. They really don't know. Mm-mm-mm. This too is the will of the Father, that they do not know. I had to embrace it and accept that they will not and they shall not know. That's the end game. They're going to ride high and they're going to ride low on darkness. You know, turning light into darkness and darkness into light is one way of assuring an individual that they'll never see light. Because when they think they're in light, they're really in darkness. They really don't know. And that's an endurance and a long suffering for me, to accept the fact that no matter how and what light that you try to share or you try to speak on or you try to reveal, they really don't know. They really don't know. This too is the will of the Creator, the Father. This is His will. It's not my will. This is His will that caused me to have to endure and long suffering. To at all times to stay in a lane in which He has created, a lane that knows when it's time and how and the way I am to speak. A lane that brings me comfort, knowing they really don't know. I think about how I started on YouTube. I had so many different nations, even out of the country, listening to me, tuning in. I'm more grateful than I ever been to know that the Father is one that separates everything in tubes. Go, they'll pull up, but the blessing comes when they pull out. Because even me, myself, knowing they really don't know. They don't know what a system that has controlled them and have had them in captivity. A system in which they felt and thought that gave them the freedom and gave them a way of life that they could go, gave them things that they needed, so they think, not even realizing that they themselves was also in a form of captivity. Because the system, when it have you in bondage, it's the type of system to have you in bondage where you think you free, but it's the level of bondage they have you in. because it keeps you thinking that you're free and someone else is in captivity. And you have no idea that you too are in captivity, but just at a different level in this system. This system have nailed everything in order to now people can't see, even to today, they can't see how the system have robbed them, controlled them, manipulate them, use deception on them. They have no idea. And then you have another group of people that they have gone further to the point that they have taken everything from them. They have robbed them. They have murdered them. They have locked them up. They have a yoke around their necks. They're in that same system. And what the Father is doing, He's revealing the system. Mm-hmm. He's revealing the system itself. And people walking around can't even see. They really don't know. Because they feel that the system, if there's a system, it's a system only for some and not for all. But this type of system don't care who you are. It really don't. A lot of people say, well, the millionaires and the billionaires, let's put it like that, they would kill the billionaires. The system is backed up by a darkness that never cared about gold, silver, oil, and money. And it's that one that came down to deceive the whole world. They really didn't know that he only come to have power and to rule based on that power. See, he didn't come down to spend wealth or money. He came down to gain the power to deceive the whole world. And successfully, a prophet in the wilderness can tell you, he has mastered it. Why? You really don't know. You really don't know. This is what caused he that holds the beginning and the end in his hand. He's at that end where, okay, I suffer you to fulfill that ruler, that king, that leadership, that head you wanted so dearly. I allow you to accomplish it on the earth. Now, not like now, today, but now, yesterday has brought us to today. It's time to end it. And one thing I noticed about the Most High, the Creator, he do things like he does when he teaching you, spoon feed you. He don't give you all of it at one time. But where we at? We out of time, you guys. We in the day in which was prophesied. There's no good as you might think good should rise up in all this chaos. No, you really don't know. I believe he has a remnant, and living here on the earth, I feel he's entitled to have handpicked his remnant. And the beauty of him handpicking his remnant, I want y'all to understand, which I know you really don't know. Is his remnant is not handpicked because they are all that answer. His remnant is not handpicked because they're sinless. They have no iniquity. They have no wicked. His remnant is what he handpicked before the foundation of the world. And he made sure that they were redeemed back to his bosom. He handpicked his for a special reason of his own. And you really, really, really don't know. His ways are not your ways. So, in spite of whatever's being said in this day and time, there's nothing he could do in the earth that he ain't already done. And I want to give him glory and honor. I want to let the Father know, Father, if nobody knows that you have been all that answer, I'm not ashamed of the gospel, for it is your power that has allowed us to see the inside out and the outside in of what you have given us, what you have done for us, and how you have been there for us. I, Sister Deborah, I say unto you all, is a living witness that the Creator is all that answer. But you really don't know. You really don't know. That too is the will of the Father. How long? It goes all the way back from the beginning. Have he suffered your ancestors all the way to today? Why? Because the blood still is warm in your body today as it was yesterday. Meaning that same mindset has not changed. They really don't know. But the beauty of me bringing this message today is for me. It's that form of comfort to assure me, to help me to continue to run in this journey, understanding it's okay. It's okay. This too shall pass. Because it's not like it has passed. It's still present, but it too shall pass. Why? Because these things are the mindset of yesterday, standing in the midst of today with no change, none whatsoever. And only one know it to the fullness is he that created it. They really don't know. They don't know that what they're eating and that they're being poisoned. They have no idea. Everything a system has poured out. They really don't know. It has never been for them. It had been against them. They really don't know. And if with me, it's a form of comforting me to understand that it's okay. This too shall pass. And what does that mean? Is that these things are going to pass through the wrath and the judgment that is before us. I know. You really don't know. You really can't see. You really can't feel. You really can't understand. Why? When darkness comes, it comes to set everything in you so you will never see what is before you. I think of what I know now and how easy it is to know it. To where it was a time where I knew it, but I didn't know it. But since we in that midnight hour, the Most High has made it all plain to see. Me, myself, let me give you a secret. I really want to run. I want to hide. I want to run so far away. But every time I think of running, I realized this is not a situation one can run from. It's a situation one can endure as long as he, ain't as long as one can understand greater is he that is in thee than anything on the outside of you that you feel like running away from. There's something so great that keeps you even being this early morning on this platform. It's a blessing, and it's so great because it helps you to endure and long suffering. That's what's so great in you. In me is he that helps me to realize where you're going to run to and what are you running from. You got the greatest in you. So what is there on the outside of you that makes you want to run? If Yeshua HaMashiach, which the world calls Jesus Christ, would have ran from his purpose, he would have. Even to the very end where he said, take away this bitter cup, not my will, but thy will. He would have ran, but know that there's nowhere you can run to and fro. These things need be, and they shall pass. We in the dark of the darkest day. We ain't in time, we ain't in season. We in that day. Like I say, everyone that represented the Creator warned us about this day. They really don't know. That they had a warning a long time ago. They really don't know. And now the Father said it's okay for them not to know, Deborah. This too shall pass. I knew. They didn't know. Why? Because he knows each and every last human that existed at one time and still today, many that exist now. If the people, Deborah, don't understand what is being done in the system that they serve, and they continue to serve the system, that is poisoning them since they came out of their mother's womb, while they were in their mother's womb. Still poisoning their mother, then poisoning them. Still finding ways to steal, kill, and destroy them. And they don't see the system for being a system that after them and never was for them. What do the people do? They want to play the game with the system. They want to feel they just important as the system, not knowing the system is coming to what you call kill, steal, and destroy. Many of you all have no idea. Satan's the dark angel. He didn't need money. So who's doing that? But they came up with a way that they can show him how they can gain his power through taking everything from you, to poison you, and you have no idea, even when you know. Because as I said, they really don't know. And I want y'all to understand, when I say they really don't know, I mean the truth of the whole matter is that people stuck in the lie, people stuck in the deception, people are under the strong delusion till they really don't know. And this too shall pass. Now, it passing don't mean they gonna know. The passing means it's over. No one playing the game but you. And you are going to pay the consequence. You, your children, children. A lot of people say when we cross that bridge, when we get there, let me explain. You really, really, really don't know. You've been on the bridge, but you'll never cross over. You just on the bridge that you think you're going to cross. It's going to crumble before you, which it have and had in time past. But because the Most High, the Creator, the Father of us all, it's over. It's finished. And in the midst of it's over and it's finished, they still don't know. They really don't know. They want so much energy and vibes for the flesh. They have no idea. The flesh is not who they are. It's the spirit that's inside of your flesh that's going to pay the consequence eternal. They really don't know. As a prophetess in the wilderness, I say unto you, I've learned in this time that Yah has given me. They really don't want to know. They think that there's a bridge somewhere along the line that they're going to be able to cross over. Again, you're just going to be stuck on the bridge. There's no crossing over. So I, Sister Deborah, just want to bring a message. They really don't know. This too is the will of the Father. And if it's His will of the Father, it's the way of the Father. It's the way of the Father. And what you're about to receive in this day and time, they really don't know. I, Sister Deborah, come to you this morning. Shalom and shalom.